Right, thank you. My name is Lex, the founder of United by Zero, and we are building the future of sustainable consumerism. So we know people want to shop sustainably, and we know they're willing to pay a premium. But right now, we've got this problem, this say-do gap, where people say that, but they're not following through with their actions. And this is leaving a tremendous amount of money on the table for brands, $137 billion in the fashion market specifically. And there's two main reasons for that. Consumers struggle to find sustainable clothes with their shopping, and they don't know what makes something sustainable. We solve both of these problems for our brands and for consumers. So meet Meryl. She's one of the 81% of millennials who want to shop sustainably, and the 66% that would spend more on a more sustainable product, but she doesn't know where to go or who to trust. So the next time that she's on her favorite fashion blog, she discovers United by Zero. With a few clicks, she's able to add our extension to her browser. Now she's shopping on Anthropologie, a site she knows. She can, with one click, find more sustainable alternatives from independent brands in the same style that what she's already shopping for, using image recognition and MLP, so that she can go from Anthropologie to her new favorite brand, Laws of Motion. And Carly, the founder of Laws of Motion, she loves this. She spent years developing the technology and the supply chain necessary to create some of the most sustainable products on the planet. So now she needs two things. She needs to demonstrate that to people who care. We send those people to her front door, and then we work with Carly to do a full spectrum product analysis so that we can create the information that is necessary for her to be able to put on her website to show her customers why she's making more sustainable products through a Shopify app with an easy integration. And here's the real magic. We get to track people's behavior through this entire process. So we can understand and close that say-do gap. So we can see that 80% of our users are going to Zara. Or sorry, when they go to Zara, they check for more sustainable alternatives, but only 20% of the time do they click through. Who are those 1 in 5 people that are at the leading edge of sustainable shopping? What's motivating them? How do we use that consumer data to unlock these billions of dollars in this sustainable shopping market? Right now, we have two revenue streams. We have an affiliate revenue stream through driving customers through our extension, and then a SaaS platform for the environmental footprinting and putting that on the store in the widget. And this is the best part of this product. It pays for itself. Because we are a revenue stream for our brands, it can pay for the SaaS module. We launched the extension last year. We have over 3,400 users that we've gotten organically. And we launched the SaaS product in December. We signed our first customer in 10 days. We have 70 brands that we already are working with through the extension, and hundreds of brands that our users have defined as where they want to see this product work, which is how we are going to grow to $150,000 in monthly recurring revenue with only 413 brands. But we see this as a tremendous opportunity to really tap into this generational shift in shopping by expanding to other market segments like footwear and home goods, and by moving from the SMB market upstream and leveraging that consumer data that we have to really close this say-do gap and realize those billions of dollars that are being left on the table from this generation of sustainable shoppers. My name is Lex, the founder of United by Zero. Thank you.
All right, Lex, well done. Under the time. Okay, let's go with Amit. Question for Lex.
Yeah, great job. I think the question from my side is, how accurate is the recommendations, like in terms of providing alternatives? And then second, overall, what percentage of time are your users selecting one of the other products?
All right, terrific. Thank you. Jay?
Can you share some of the results from some of your early brand partners, what they're seeing?
Awesome. Julia?
Can you share more about the go-to-market strategy? And then also, how are you vetting vendors to prevent kind of greenwashing, right? How are you looking at that at scale?
All right, great. And how about you, Nadia? Do you have a question? I'll come back to you. Let's try to grab one.
It was already mentioned, like, how do you prevent greenwashing, since right now there is a lot of that happening? Yep.
All right, terrific. Why don't you go ahead and take those, Lex? You have 2 minutes, please.
Absolutely. So I love the greenwashing, the vetting vendors question, because it gets to the heart of the science. So how do you figure out how much carbon, how much water, how much of these core constituencies go into the products that we have? We use that by figuring out what the bill of goods of materials is. We can plug into an ERP that they're already using and then download that through a CSV or an API integration, we can take that bill of materials and then understand what kind of carbon emissions, water usage go through that, and then map that to their overall supply chain to create a carbon footprint. It's called a life cycle analysis or an LCA. Usually it costs between $5,000 to $15,000. We're able to do the top part about that for $50 a month through the software that we've developed. And we're seeing LCAs being democratized. So this is something that the entire industry is being compelled to produce because the SEC is regulating it for large companies, and New York State is launching the Fashion Act, which is focusing on this, and EU is launching product declarations requirements for the textile industry. So basically all this information is moving towards something which is both going to be publicly available and vetted. And so we're taking that information and saying, what do you do with it now? How do you turn that into ROI positive? And that's where putting in front of customers and understanding how they're reacting to it is going to be the force multiplier for making sustainable clothes in a way that gets you an ROI or a sustainable everything. What is our go-to-market strategy? Working with ERPs allows us to access all of the brands in their wheelhouse. We have one that has over 500 brands in their ecosystem that we're working with. And I have a podcast called Who's Saving the Planet. And we've gotten a lot of traction through that by being somebody in the space that is able to develop a community there. And the best thing about this also is that it's a revenue positive acquisition stream. So when our product is on our brand's products, the people that go to their website see United by Zero as a brand validator, and that brings them back to our front door. What kind of traction have our brand partners seen? We're sending traffic their way at zero cost to them, so they love that. It's about a 14% effective rate from downloading the application to getting them on their site. Love to answer more questions when you have or later. Thank you.